And a happy Saturday evening to all of you fine folks out there in Facebook and YouTube to Charlie Platt and the Dirt Sports Show live to you, coming to you live tonight, Saturday night. We need you to do us a huge favor right now. If you don't mind, and you'd hit the share button. Everybody out there on Facebook, and you know that you are watching Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports. We're coming to you live tonight from our mobile studio in the back of an automobile somewhere on an interstate somewhere in Georgia. We're coming to you live from our studios at beautiful Lake Eufaula, Alabama, and coming to you live from our studios at 100% Flamingo Road and our mobile studios at the Pizza Hut parking lot in Flomaton, Alabama. We're coming to you live tonight from all 57 states, 5 foreign countries, and 3 sunken islands. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are excited. Very first time we're on the big screen tonight. We're on the big screen tonight at Don Trails Auto Detailing, Mojo Bags, Lucky Lotto Numbers, Anchor Monitor Removal, Credible Defense Alibis, Notary Public, and Homeopathic Herbs in Quincy, Florida. And we're certainly glad you joined us here tonight. And we hope you'll bear with us tonight as our signal may come and go as we are mobile tonight. But Charlie, take it away.
I can't take anything away. All I see is 2 cats on a motorcycle.
Oh, I don't know why you seeing that.
Well, that's what I'm seeing too, Marvin.
Thank you.
Well, I
What
ain't.
about?
That's what I'm seeing now.
Now we
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
that's
All
better.
right.
That's better.
You had WM and Trent up there for the whole station.
Look, look,
Get-
look
get-
at that. Look at that
get-
view back there. I
Yeah,
want y'all to look at that view before it
look
goes
at that.
away. Look at that.
Look at that, man.
that's beautiful.
Yep.
You
That
ain't
is
that ain't
Beautiful Lake
pretty.
Eufaula.
You sorry
that's
dog, Georgia dog.
That's right. That's
Hit
right. Everybody got to do
rewind.
something though.
Yeah, I know. Hit rewind on where are we for the first time?
Don Trails Auto Detailing, Mojo Bags, Lucky Lotto Numbers, Ankle Monitor Removal, Credible Defense Alibis, Notary Public, and Homeopathic Herbs in Quincy, Florida.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been there before. Yes, sir, buddy. I
Yep.
think Floyd has too on his way to an auction down there at Midway. Isn't that right?
Oh yeah, I know right where Quincy is. Yeah, they pick up your mojo bag down there.
Yes, sir, buddy. I guarantee you. And I tell you what, all them folks up there on the plains in Auburn went down there to Quincy, Florida today, and they got them a mojo bag. Is all I'm gonna
Yeah,
say.
they went at halftime. They went at halftime, got them a mojo bag.
Yeah, they flew the corporate jet down there at halftime and got them, and the boy got back with a mojo bags. About a minute and a half left in the ball game. Is what happened.
As the mojo showed up. That's right.
Yes, sir. Boy,
Yeah.
have you ever? Never in my life have I seen a luckier crowd than them. Just beats anything I've ever seen.
They lucky. That is one lucky bunch. Now they play ball. I mean they
Yeah.
big time university ball player but they lucky too. You sometimes look, ain't no amount of practice and preparation and talent can beat pure dumb luck sometimes.
Exactly. Now the
Y'all
number one
notice. Y'all notice I'm being quiet. Cause Granny told me if you can't say something good, don't say nothing. So I'm being
There
quiet.
you go.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
The number one team in the nation's playing right now, and the score is 14-0. And the number one president of the United States is speaking over on the hallowed grounds in Perry, Georgia, right now as we
That's right.
have this little get together. Two great operations right there: Bama football and Donald Trump.
Don't put him in that sack category.
Well, I knew we'd get a little bite out of you.
No.
Look at him. Look at him. You better watch it. We control the alligators. I know Georgia controls most of the lake, but we control some of them alligators over there. And if you don't straighten yourself up and fly right, one's gonna ease up behind you in that chair and gonna snap at you one time.
Yeah, them alligators lied to snap jaw last week.
Oh
You
yeah,
remember that now.
Ain't no
Now
doubt about that.
they gave you all you wanted, and I'm worried about Georgia next week. They got the food with them Razorback Hogs. Them
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Hogs,
man,
son, they played ball today.
Hey, they beat
Them
Texas
Razorback Hogs.
A&M, didn't they?
I
oh,
know
yeah,
it.
they
That's what I'm
beat them.
talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Man,
They beat Jimbo.
And yeah, I done
Who's
heard from
driving?
Derek Stenick already. I done heard from the world renowned roving revival preacher Derek Stenick. He's
I
already been
know
on
the
the
city.
phone.
I know the city of Colquitt had the charter that Prevost you riding in, Marvin. How much does a daily rental on a Prevost cost?
we ain't on no Prevost. We on a Nissan Murano.
Oh, what?
Nissan Murano.
Okay.
Hey, look at here. They
Yeah,
coming back, and it ain't taking long cause Lothario is at the wheel.
yeah.
Uh-oh. Got the foot
He at the
down.
wheel. He at the
I
wheel.
Pedal
Look
to
like
the.
Dale Earnhardt over there driving.
I apologize for the camera angle and all that tonight. It's the best I can do. My daddy just texted me and told me I needed to change the angle on the camera because it made me look like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Well,
I
that ain't the
thought that
angle of the
was a.
camera.
Uh,
Tell you, hey, it ain't the camera there,
Yeah,
Carter.
it ain't the camera that makes you look like the
No.
Pillsbury Doughboy. I'm just
yeah.
No,
gonna
no,
go
no,
ahead
no,
and tell
no.
you.
Tony Clay thinks I'm at a drive-in movie theater. Yeah, we watching. I'm watching the new movie that come out. Pentecostal preachers gone wild. They done took the series and made a drive-in movie of it.
Uh,
Woo!
Yeah, you gotta drive in. I see
Mercy.
that on that.
mm,
Lord,
mm,
have
mm.
mercy. You
What
can't
you been
make
doing?
this up.
What you been doing today, Marvin? Tell you, you the
Man,
one on the road, man. Give us a
yeah,
report.
we on our way back from Hotlanta, Georgia. We 3 years ago we got our kids. They wanted tickets to see Hamilton at the Fox, and because of COVID, it's been postponed twice. And so we finally got to take them today at 2 o'clock. And so we are southbound, headed in.
Was it
Who played
good?
Hamilton? Who
Yeah, it
played
was good.
Hamilton today? Who was the actor
I
who played Hamilton?
I don't know
Jamie
if
Foxx.
no, I don't think it was Jamie Foxx. I don't know who
Okay.
it was that played the actor Hamilton.
You hear me, don't you, Charlie?
Mm.
Yeah,
I heard
he
that.
heard him. There was a lot of history in it.
Denzel Washington.
No, it wasn't Denzel.
Denzel. Okay. Yeah, go
No,
ahead.
it
They good
Samuel L.
actors.
Jackson, maybe.
Samuel L. Jackson. That's right, baby. Yeah, I was just wondering. Okay. Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton.
They know he's driving. Yeah, Lothario's driving. Y'all know that.
That's
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
what I just told him. He was coming home. He looked like Dale Earnhardt over there driving.
Yeah,
I
but hey,
Were
saw a
you
light
bouncing
go
back and forth
by.
in that car?
yeah, it was a blue light probably. But yeah, hey, but
No,
there's one sitting in the passenger seat right now. I guarantee you, she's giving the wherefore arts.
Mhm.
Yeah, she was
y'all
giving you some
slowed
wherefore
down.
thou outs a while ago, though.
Yeah.
She was giving you some wherefore outs a while
Oh,
ago.
yeah, she be giving me some wherefore arts. So what's
Turn
been
that
going on?
volume.
Am I too loud? Oh
No,
no,
you
my
ain't too
wife
late.
said yes.
You
No.
fine. You fine. No, leave it alone. Don't prank with nothing. Just leave it alone. Don't touch it.
Yeah.
Don't touch it.
Back
Don't.
away from the controls, Marvin.
Oh.
Well, tell me about Hamilton and all. What's that story about?
Well, it's a history about
Oh,
Alexander Hamilton.
what they say? How they portray him? What was he?
Yeah.
How was he
Well,
portrayed?
it was pretty accurate in terms of historical
Huh? Oh,
perspective.
that's good.
But the story, I didn't know. I didn't pay attention during that part of American history when I was in high school. And but
Mhm.
I did. I learned a lot. Learned a lot today about how the political system in America has really not changed a whole lot from since when it was created. It's all been about politics.
You mean
Well,
they
did you
have
learn?
they elected a laughing hyena years ago as a vice president? Is that what you're telling me?
No, as a president, yeah, yeah,
Vice president. We got a laughing hy.
We
We got
got a vice president, hyena.
yeah. There you
yeah.
go. But hey, I like what they did back then, man. When they had a dispute, they just settled it with a duel.
That's
You
right. They
went to
shoot it out.
they did, yeah. They just somebody was going to win, and
Hmm.
I didn't know this. I didn't know this. One historical perspective I found out today too was this. Back then, whoever the number 2 man was in the race, that's who the vice president was. It didn't matter if it was a separate political party or what. Whoever got the, like you probably have one party as president and another party as vice president.
I think that'd be a good idea. We need to do that.
Hey, I'd be all for that.
Great idea.
Yeah,
I'd be all for that. Checks and balances. That'd be a good deal on that. I didn't know that.
Can you imagine Joe Biden being president and Trump being vice president?
I'd be definitely. I tell you, I could wish for it, but I can't imagine it.
Ooh.
All I wish is Joe Biden wasn't the president. I don't care about the rest. I don't want him nor his number 2 person or anybody on the whole administration he's got. I want the whole bunch to go back home. And I want Donald Trump to come back up to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue and get us out of this mess we in. That's what I want. I'm sick of it.
Ain't we all?
It's embarrassing. It's shameful. We are the laughing stock of the world. The entire world is laughing at the United States of America. And they say one person don't make a difference. He might not, but he sure is. He sure is adding to it. He might not be making a difference, but he's adding to the clown show.
Well, he's up there at Camp David working on next week's script for the clown show.
Yep. Shame. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Hey guys, let me go ahead and give a.
Go ahead, Marvin. Marvin, you hung up.
See, Chamber vehicle needs spring. Yeah, what do you mean?
You would hung up.
I'm up still.
No. You
now you talking now. Go ahead.
You're on track.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I'm hung up again. Hold on.
We ain't all hung up. Carlton Buddy G. Chambers is there to serve you at Franklin Spring Creek Ford in Colquitt, Georgia, right there on Highway 27, near Highway 27. And he will treat you right. It don't matter if you want a new Expedition, F-150, 250, 350. He'll order you a 450 or a 550, I guess, if they got one. He's the man for the job when it comes to new or used vehicles.
Everybody over here likes
world's greatest car salesman there, Charlie. He is the
world's greatest car salesman. That's right.
He is a charter member of the Car Salesman Hall of Fame. Got his picture on right there on the main. When you walk in the Hall of Fame, his picture, the first one you see.
He was selling cars when these other so-called car salesmen around here when they was playing hopscotch.
That's right.
He was selling cars. He was trading, doing business. They playing hopscotch and jumping ditches with a soda cracker in their mouth.
There you go.
That's him. That's how long he's been here.
And he is seasoned enough to know that if he don't treat somebody fair, they won't be back again. That's why he has repeat performances time and time again.
Exactly right. And he's doing better. Getting a report on him. He's had health issues. Me and him have been conversing back and forth, and he's doing better, feeling better day by day. He had a rough go of it, but he's tough. He's seasoned, and he's tough, and he got a good woman that's right there by his side. They've been together, I don't know, 50 some odd years, through thick and thin. And that's one thing keeps him going. And that's one thing what keeps him going. Side by side.
That's it. Hey, I read a while ago, y'all see that a while ago on the news where the bounty hunter down there hunting that fella in Florida would kill his girlfriend. Dog said he gonna find him. Said he knows where he is. Down there hiding in the woods, he finna go out there and find him. Dog gonna get him, bring him to justice.
I tell you who they need on the job is David Schultz out of Jackson, Tennessee. I put my money on old David.
David who?
David Schultz.
I don't know him. What does he do? He's a bounty hunter?
Yes, sir.
I had a first cousin one time as a bounty hunter. He went out there somewhere in New Mexico or somewhere and brought a man back in the trunk of his car. Brought him back to Vegas, Georgia. Because he was on his bond. He was on his bond. He wasn't actually a bounty hunter. He was on his bond. And he brought him back.
He went and got him.
Georgia. Yes, sir.
What,
Was
he married to that woman that Dog was married to, Floyd?
No. He was married to a different woman. He was married. He was my first cousin. He was a legend in Decatur County and beyond.
I thought that Dog don't he live in Hawaii? I thought he lived. That's where he lived at.
He used to live in Hawaii.
Oh, they done moved to Florida.
He moved. He's somewhere in the United States. His wife died. You know what's her name?
Yeah, but he done remarried.
He got him a new wife now, and I don't blame him. He was good to his first wife, to his wife after. And, he needed another wife, but he go get him.
They said he.
And they would they bring him back too.
Yeah, he'll get him. He said he gonna get this, and he went and knocked on his mom and daddy's door and told them he going to get him.
That's who need to be in jail too. The mom and daddy need to be in jail. That's who need to be in jail too. Okay, we can figure lock y'all up. Y'all know something. Y'all fit to tell us something. You're suspect.
They bought him some time, is what they did.
That's all they done. All it done.
There's too much about that. They just didn't add up. You knew from the beginning there wasn't going to be a good outcome on that deal. You could just tell.
She wasn't coming back.
You could
tell. Wasn't not coming
you could tell.
Here's what I don't understand. She's 22 years old. He's 45 years old. Apparently, he's living with his mom and daddy. Didn't have no visible means of support. And so she gets in a van. I think it's her van, and traipses off from Florida to where? To Idaho or somewhere to hike. Now tell me about that. Then ask me, who's got any sense in that picture? Who's the smart one in the picture? It ain't her. And I'm not blaming the victim, but she is like the old Indiana Jones movie in that old guy. He told him, he said, you chose poorly. She chose poorly. And that's another one of them deal with them choices you make with the consequences that you have to endure when you make those wrong choices. If you're a 22-year-old woman, do not get in your van and leave Florida to go to Idaho with a 45-year-old man who has no visible means of support. That's all I'm saying. Was he
that old?
He's 45.
I didn't know how old he was. I didn't know. I hate it, though. Look at him. I hate it. That little girl, she deserved better than that. She didn't deserve to die.
She did. So somebody should have been advising her. Somebody should have been telling her whole life, honey, do not do that. Do not get in.
I hate it for her mom and daddy. I swear. Bad business.
Bad business.
Bad business. It sure is. It's dark up here. I don't know about y'all, man. It's dark.
It got dark on you in a hurry. It got dark here too.
Yeah.
Got dark
Look at him, Chief.
I tell you what, one thing.
Over.
What's he doing?
He said over. He got a fire built. Man, it's cool up here. He got a fire built over around the thing. We got a fire, and then all they come by. We don't tell no lies around it. We don't tell nothing but the truth. But we sit around that fire and talk and just have a good time and relax. It's quiet, peaceful. Ain't no skeeters. Ain't no bugs. Everything's just right. Good, cool temperature. Plenty of fishing. Had a good boy. I'm telling you what, we living it up right now.
That's it, man. You right back on top. On top.
That's it.
Well, it's cool here where I'm at too. There ain't no mosquitoes or bugs or nothing. It's cool in here where I'm at. But I had the air conditioner on. I ain't got no fire going. I had the air conditioner on. I don't. How much further north of you? 30 miles, 35, 40 miles north.
About 40 miles.
And y'all got a fire on, and you sitting there with your jacket on, with your jumper on.
That's right. But see, up here, the wind never quits blowing on this water up here. It blows all the time. Even when it's calm, it's still blowing.
Yeah, big dog.
So it blows that cool breeze in here. Everything is nice, man. It's just right. But then about middle of the day, you had to go change out, put some short sleeve breeches on, warm up. Then when it get dark again, you had to go back and get your long sleeve breeches and put them on. Put your old long sleeve shirt back on and build a fire. Can't beat it.
Did you hear me that night talking about them folks with the campers, with the travel trailers and all that?
No, I didn't hear you. I heard that was the
Talk
night.
to it.
You remember
probably a good thing. Probably a good thing. But anyway, I have an opinion on that also. It's fine. It's great. I mean, there's no problem with it. I just have my opinion on it. But probably a good thing.
Hey guys, today I wanted to give a shout out, happy birthday to one of my kinfolk, Murray Moore. I don't know if y'all know old Murray, but there's a picture of him and his son Trent, and Murray is perched up on a Harley Davidson right there. And Floyd, didn't you say he was 90 years old?
Hold on, saying 90 years old. I run up with him in the grocery store not long ago, and he said he said his next birthday will be 90, and I believe him. I'd have been he's been born in 1931, and that's about right.
Yep. Well, there he is, 90-year-old man sitting on a Harley.
That man right there. One told me that Elvis Presley had died. I remember I was shelling corn for him out there, and he come up there and he said, "Man, you ain't gonna believe what just happened. What I just heard on the radio." That's what he talked. I said, "What is it, WM?" "Oh, Elvis, he just checked out." I said, "What did he check out?" He said, "He gone. He died." I said, "No, 1977, August 17th, I think, like 1977. But he's the man told me about Elvis Presley being dead."
Where did Marvin go?
Marvin in and out.
I'm here. That video bouncing might have given somebody some motion sickness, so I just cut the video off and got the audio on.
Well, I would like to report that more things have been said about you from your buddy Tony Clay. "When ain't you too loud?" was the comment that I'm looking at right here on my screen. I don't know if it must not have come across your screen because you didn't say anything about it.
You had to watch old Tony Clay. He'll come hunting you down. Yeah, he'll leave his business card and say, "I will be back."
Huh?
He said, "When ain't you loud, Marvin?" That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Peggy Chambers and Carl and Buddy C. Chambers been married 58 years. Just popped up on the screen there. 58 years.
I believe that one took, boys.
Yep, oh,
it did. So. They've been there, but they hooked up. They for real.
Marvin didn't marry him. We know that for sure.
I didn't do that wedding ceremony. He was married 8 years before I was thought about.
That's right.
But if he had been here and they had some money, he would have hooked them right on up now.
He married him. I'm surprised he ain't been to him and told him to what is that? To renew your vows.
That's it.
Your vows.
Yeah. You know, y'all talking about money. I can't believe that. Y'all ain't gonna believe what the secretary at the church did this week.
Cut your picture on, Marvin. Cut your picture on so we can see you. You off there in no man's land. There you go. Cut your picture.
That's
it.
better.
How about that? Is that better? Let me give you a little light.
We kind of feel like you're a ghost. You kind of look like a ghost, but you really sound like when we can hear you, can't see you, we think you're a ghost. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mark.
Anyway, I wanted to tell y'all about the secretary at the church this week. You ain't going to believe what she did.
What did she do?
Well, there was a woman called the church office this week and said, I want to speak to the fat dog in charge. Excuse me, the fat hog in charge. Said, I want to speak to the fat hog in charge. You ain't going to believe. I mean, you can't make stuff like that up. And, of course, you know, my sisters up there, they love me. And she said, I ain't going to have you talking about the preacher like that. You can call him reverend. You can call him brother. You can call him pastor. But I just don't appreciate that. And the woman on the phone told the secretary of the church, she said, well, I was calling to tell you that I was going to give a $5,000 donation to the church. Secretary didn't miss a beat. She said, hold on, Porky just walked in.
He will take your call now.
Yeah, so look at him, Marvin. I got a question for you. I think you charged $300 for a wedding. Oh, no, that was a funeral.
Yeah, it was a dog funeral.
At the dog funeral. So if you, for whatever you charge for a wedding, do you do half price just for a vow renewal?
Yeah, I do that half price, but now for them, I wouldn't charge them. But now you see what Peggy just put on here. She said, we don't need to renew our vows. We meant it the first time.
Amen.
Amen.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah, you ain't got to do it. Yeah, I heard one time. He said him and his wife had been married 58 years or something other. Do you tell her you love her every night? He said, well, don't have to. He said, I told her the day we were married that I loved her, and there ain't nothing changed yet.
Correction on you, Queasel.
What?
Queasel, I have to correct you
Yes,
on
sir.
something.
What?
$300 for the dog funeral. That is if the dog is saved.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You're
He ain't
right.
gonna do that. He ain't gonna do preaching no unsaved dog.
No.
No. Hey, if you went up to $600, he may.
Yeah. Now $600. Now $300 is a toy dog. You start getting up in the bulldogs and Rottweilers and Great Danes. We do it by the pound.
Oh,
How much you charge a pound?
I knew that was coming.
Well, I mean, again, it depends on what the market rate's doing. Like a Great Dane would probably be, I don't know, $10 a pound,
That's
$1,000
what
for.
I figured.
That's what they charge up at the Chinese restaurant in Cockwood. You get a takeout, they weigh it. They charge you about a pound. Her name's Rachel. The gal that runs it up there, her name's Rachel. I love Rachel. But
Were
anyway,
you incinerating that may be some dog food?
I don't know. They do it by the pound, though, Marvin. That thought process of mine clicked when you said that about dog weighing that. So anyway,
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
boys, y'all give me a few minutes here. I want to show some pictures of some fishing this week. We ain't gonna be able to get the fishing reverend on the phone because we don't have that technology, mobile technology.
oh no.
But let me see him. We're gonna throw a few up here. There is Queasel and Ms. Queasel, and look what a
Look at that.
catch today, right there now.
That's
Look at
today's
that.
catch.
That's right. That gal caught some fish. Let me tell you, did she catch some fish?
Yeah. And then look
Them
right here.
That's it.
Let's see right here. Look right here. Oh, look yonder. There's old Kristen.
Kristen's at it. Her and
Yep.
Katie.
Yep. They got it going
Kristen
on.
caught her share of them too now.
Yeah, let me
Wow.
see what we got here. Now there's the fishing reverend's catch this week. He did send in a picture. He got some good red bellies and shellcracker and a few little bait fish. I reckon he didn't catch nothing with them. He decided to throw them in the mix to make them look good there. Some bait fish. Let me see what else we got right here. Oh, there's some more of. Now these on the left is Queasel and Ms. Queasel's catch, and then on the right is Hubert and Barbara Stafford's, I think.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be right, Queasel? That on the right ain't yours, is it?
Yeah, that be on that on the left with our other one, and
Yeah.
that's right.
On the right is
That's
Hubert and Barbara Stafford. Now, Queasel, tell them the story. Here's the fish house and the
That's the
sink
fish
right
cleaning
here.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we ain't got no problem with that house right there. The house is pretty good. It's got a fan in there, some lights and water hoses, and it's good and clean. But go on to that over there on your right. That table right there, that table, I don't know. It's supposed to be a fish cleaning table, but I think they got confused when they were building that thing. I think they designed that table for a hemorrhoid operation. I ain't exactly sure, but you see how all they got them hoses running? I ain't exactly sure what you're supposed to do with all them hoses. So I'm thinking might have been something designed for a hemorrhoid operation, but it was designed by none other than the engineer of Peachtree City, the one and only George Williams designed that thing, and Floyd is up here at a federal campground. So that was your money that paid for that fish cleaning table that you can do everything but clean fish on.
it look
Cause when
nice
you
to
touch
me,
it,
man. They look nice. I hope old George, I hope he got him a retainer or something on that and got him a patent on that thing.
well, we can't remember exactly when he built it. Me and Chief Holt's thinking that he built it during the Obama administration, and so they
Mm-hmm.
put us a fish cleaning table up here.
Mm-hmm.
And when you touch it, it shocks you because it's metal, and you in there and all that water, it shocks you. And we have forevermore gave him some grief about that table, but now we cleaned a many fish on it too, as you
Well,
can see from
what
that
you
picture we
complaining
put in.
about? You cleaning fish? What you complaining about?
You
I'm
get
confused.
wet, it holds water, it won't drain no water. You can't wash the guts down the thing like you're supposed to be able to. Shocks you when you touch it. It's just something to pick at Georgia about. That's the main reason.
Well, if it shocks you now, that's a hazard. You need to stay away from it.
I know it.
I wouldn't go back in there.
You said
we went up there today.
With all the problems and all that thing's got, I would not use it again if it was me. I would if it stopped.
Well, somebody done went in there and somebody done went in there and drove a brass rod down through the concrete and took some radiator hose clamps and radiated a piece of copper wire, a big old solid piece of copper wire to that. It didn't do no shocking today, so maybe they figured out what they need to do to stop it. I don't know.
That's pretty much electricity 101, ain't it? Ain't that pretty much electricity 101? You ground it.
That would be it. Yeah.
Didn't you say it was paid for with federal tax dollars?
Yeah. Floyd paid for it. He paid for our table up here with all these campers that he don't like us up in camp. He got it.
I love y'all. Y'all great. But it just confuses me. Campers confuse me. So I love y'all. I love all of y'all.
Look at here. Let me see how smart you are. Let me see if I can catch him. Do you know what that is right there?
I can't see it.
Let me see if I can get him to land right there.
It's like a gold tooth.
Right there. Where the camera at? I gotta find the camera. There it is. Look at that right there.
That's a mayfly.
That is a willow fly. They up here everywhere.
They go
everywhere you look. They willow flies. So you know what that means.
Fish is biting. They tear them up, ain't they?
They tearing them up.
Y'all need to be out there now fishing. Somebody need to be fishing now.
Well, look at there, what a catch one more time just today.
I know it.
That's unreal, man.
That is
that's that same table he's been complaining about, ain't it?
Yeah,
that's it.
That's what I thought.
There it is, right? Well,
all enclosed and everything.
Look at the fish caught just today between the Kweezel-Erskine family and the Hubert Stafford family, right there.
Good, not a lie.
When is the fish fry? Is all I want to know.
It was about 6 o'clock.
Y'all didn't eat all them fish.
No, we did, but that's why I was gonna say Chief Hope and Miss Ruby helped catch some of them fish too. Now that wasn't just all
okay.
ours. They helped catch some of them too, you know, and but we had plenty, and they was flat and natural good. I'm telling you, we cooked them things up, cooked them in cooking fish. If you don't cook fish in the right kind of containers, ain't no good, man. We got us a cast iron pot. Put about a gallon and a half of grease in there and get that cast iron, heat it up, it'll hold that heat. And you put them fish in there and some doughboy bread, put it in there, and then you put some taters in there. What you talking about?
What kind of grease y'all use, please?
Peanut oil. There ain't but one kind.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Just make sure.
Gotta cook them. But now I'm telling you what, it was flat natural good. And we might just cook some more tomorrow. I don't know. We ain't decided yet. And we might cook some the next day. We don't know. We just have to wait and see. I got to go home the next day, though.
Y'all got to come home back. Somebody got to get back to God and get all them buzzers that's over there close to my landscape professional's house over there. He got him terrified. He's scared to get out there in his yard and look at his garden and study Sunday school lesson and all on account of them buzzers everywhere over there. And,
what's the deal?
I don't know how to get rid of them.
Hundreds of buzzers over there on Bremen Street or some kind of one of them streets over there.
Oh, yeah,
it's awful.
All the way over to 3rd Street, too. I had a call from one last week. It was around the pool. Tearing up the floats. I asked him, was they out there sunbathing, and he didn't know about that.
They was sunbathing. I seen them same ones on that fence all the way around that swimming pool. They must have been 150 buzzers there.
Yeah.
But they ain't nothing you can do.
What we going to do about the buzzers?
Ain't nothing you can do. Federally protected.
That's not an answer. That is not an answer. No. We had a hurricane came through here and wiped out Colquitt, Georgia. Pine trees down everywhere. Light lines down everywhere. Y'all did something about that. Next day, folks were down there cleaning up the streets, picking up limbs, cleaning out my driveway and all that kind of stuff. Folks from out of the state, out of the county here. After that, cleaning up everything, and we can't get rid of buzzards.
That's right.
No, buzzards don't qualify as an emergency.
It is if they hanging on the fence all around your swimming pool and crapping all over the place. That's an emergency to you.
Hey, look right here. One of our guys that watch us every week, Hal Austin, he's got the right answer. All you can do is sound off like Rodney Bond's air cannon to get rid of them. That is the only thing to do. So,
have y'all any of y'all called our congressman? Has any of y'all called our congressman Sanford Bishop for help? Huh?
Who?
If y'all called our congressman, second district congressman Sanford Bishop for help, he had to be
Martin might have.
I'm gonna put him on notice. Sanford, we got buzzers all down here in Colquitt, Georgia. Help us out with some talk to Joe.
Yeah, talk to Big Joe.
And I don't know. It destroyed property, lowering values, house values, the tax revenue is gonna go down.
Are you
buzzard roost? Colquitt, Georgia, home of the buzzard roost.
That buzzard is, according to DNR, is as protected as a bald eagle.
Great.
Moose Moore said he used to shoot bottle rockets off to run them off.
Yeah, but he had to buy the bottle rocket. The city needs to buy bottle rockets and give them out to folks.
That's right.
Air cannons. Y'all need to buy some air cannons. And then to give folks some headphones and all, so the air cannons won't bust the eardrums on these old folks.
Well, wait a minute. Now, we didn't go get the buzzards and bring them.
Well, they're here. I know, but they're here.
We didn't have to
do it. Bring it in, but it come.
Are you volunteering to allow us to locate a deer cannon on Oak Drive on your property?
I'm volunteering to give y'all advice. Is what I'm volunteering. Now let's get that straight, Marvin. Like about 99% of everybody else in Colquitt, Georgia.
This part of the show brought to you tonight by Buddy Cox and Chamberlain to Spring Creek Ford.
Hey, well, I'm glad to know we got somebody to go to for advice now, Mark.
You got advice. Get rid of them. Call Sanford. Call the congressman. I know they got a grant. I know they got some federal funds. They got it for everything else.
Yeah.
I know they got some federal money.
To get rid of hogs, and they get rid of hogs off your property. They trap them.
Yeah.
And get rid of them. They got all kind of programs. Why don't the government get a program going to keep buzzards off your property? We got a problem with them over here too.
Hey, I remember when they was on the water tower.
They relocating Haitians everywhere. Why come they can't relocate some buzzards everywhere?
That's a good idea, Floyd.
Good point. Good point.
Like a Haitian is an endangered species. He's a protected species. Well, like a buzzard. Why don't they get a buzzard? Why don't they relocate these? I tell you, a good place to start relocating buzzards. Washington, D.C. Turn them loose.
Or give each Haitian they relocate in the country, give each Haitian a buzzard as a pet. How's that?
Right. Mm-hmm. Give him a buzzard.
Floyd, you can't send a buzzard. Buzzard ain't going to go to Washington. They got a little bit of class about them.
Hey, sometimes they won't eat. Ain't that right?
Yeah,
that's right.
Sometimes a buzzard will not eat.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they tear their stomach up in Washington, D.C.
Hey, we had them on the water tower, and they were doing thousands of dollars worth of damage to antennas and wires and that kind. We couldn't do nothing to get rid of them. We bought some high-priced little old thing that looked sort of like a souped-up 410 shotgun shell, and you put them in this little old thing and you shot them, and it was kind of like a fire popper that go up in the air, and it went up so many feet and then it exploded. Well, I reckon the first week or so, every time you'd shoot it, they'd fly off. Then after a while, they thought it was fireworks. They just sit up there and watch it.
They ain't paying no change.
They ain't paid. They ain't paid.
Now let me just say this, though. Let me say this. DNR will still you a buzzard carcass to hang up, and they hope that'll help run them off. But you have to buy a carcass, a buzzard carcass.
How you gonna get a buzzard carcass? It's illegal to kill one of the stupid things. How you gonna get a buzzard carcass?
They can kill one.
Yeah, DNR can kill them, but
the DNR can kill one.
Oh, DNR can kill one.
Yeah,
yeah.
And you can only
buy one. And if you hang him upside down, the buzzards won't land. But you got to let him hang him upside down, let him lay there, stay there and rot
till he rots and runs you off from your house.
That's right.
Yeah. Lord help.
That's right.
But we appreciate the advice, though. We really do.
Well, I'm just making you aware of it. I didn't know if you were aware of it or not, but I'm aware. See, I'm in tune with the everyday call quitting. I interact amongst them daily.
Oh yeah.
And I know that I can feel the pulse of the community, if you will. Yeah. With all different ethnicities, with all different levels of prosperity.
What would you be who would you be the equivalent of in the Biden administration?
Oh, there ain't nobody equivalent to me in the Biden administration. There ain't nobody in the Biden administration. Nobody equivalent. There ain't no way to compare me with anybody in the Biden administration.
Don't even put your name in that.
Can't do that.
Let me ask you this question, Floyd. I've been wanting to ask you this for a while, and I just will ask you tonight.
Go
If you was the president, if tomorrow you was the president of the United States, what's the first three things you do?
First thing I would do, I would close Washington, D.C. down. I would send every congressman and every senator home. I would close Washington, D.C. down. I say, okay, now when y'all get ready, all of y'all are fired. When they all get ready to come back, I'm going to interview y'all for your job. And if you got the right answer, I'm going to give you your job back. But if not, you're going to go back to your state. Because I don't have that power to do that. But that's what I would do if I had that authority. I'd send them, every one of them, to the house. I'd close them down.
What's the second thing?
The second thing I'd do, I'd send every Haitian back to Haiti. I would send every Colombian and South American and Central American back to Central America. I'd send every Mexican back to Mexico. And I would give the Mexican generals down there of the army, I would give them each. I'd give each one of them high-powered Mexican generals, I'd give them $5 million. I'd put it in an account. And I'd tell them, I said, okay, here's your money. I said, and you can get this money in 6 months. If we don't have any illegal invasion. For every illegal alien that invades our country, we're going to take $100,000 out of your account. That's stop it. Yeah.
All right. What would you do number 3?
Number 3, let me see, what would I do number 3? Oh, yeah. I'd give everybody a check. I'd give everybody in the United States of America a check for $100,000.
Why would you do that?
Well, so they'd have some money to spend, because they're gonna be having a large time. They're gonna be having some money. I give each one of y'all $100,000.
All right.
You like me now? See, that's what you gotta do. So you gotta keep the populace happy. I'd make them happy. I can do whatever I want to, as long as I make them happy. I give everybody
that little $600 check.
In 3 months' time, they would be probably 60% of them that wouldn't have a penny to their name.
But you'd have a good approval rating, wouldn't you?
I'd have an approval rating. Yes, sir. Ooh, Floyd. Oh, Floyd. Look at that. 100,000. Look at that. Got his name on the check. Ooh. Hey, I'm gonna go buy me 3 big screens now.
That's $600.
Don Trail. I'm gonna go to Don Trail, give him a car detail, get me a mojo bag, give me some Lucky Lotto, and get this ankle monitor cut off of my leg.
Woo!
Hey, that's what
that was, look at here, that was pretty good for just off the cuff, because you had no idea I fit to ask you that question. That was pretty good.
Oh, hey, Lordy, brother. Here's one of your church members, Marvin. He just chimed in. Can you see him there?
Oh,
he
yes,
one of your main men. What did he say? Read it to me. What did he say?
You got my vote.
What I'm talking about, man. You got to keep the populace happy.
That's right.
Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. Y'all always trying to trap old Floyd. Always trying to got a trap set for Floyd. What?
All right,
it ain't
guys,
time.
It's time.
Short list
It's
of
time.
definitions exclusively sponsored by Berry Hill Auctioneers. Berry Hill Auctioneers, our good and fine sponsor for nothing but Floyd's short list and books and definitions, and the exclusive sponsorship is in perpetuity, and we appreciate Berry Hill Auctioneers. Take it away, Floyd.
Floyd short list. The short list, y'all know what a short list is. That means they ain't many of them, just in case y'all wonder. They ain't many of them. What I say, they very few short list. But first short list is a Taliban Planned Parenthood location. So all of you women's rights, it's a women's rights to choose. Y'all all on the side. Y'all love the Taliban. Y'all love y'all some Muslim Taliban. So go call the Taliban up and get you an appointment with them over there and go over there and set you up some Planned Parenthood centers over that location. Here's a short list. Here's a real short list. Taliban toilet paper outlets. No, left hand, not right hand. Left hand. With the right hand, left hand. That's left hand job there. Just in case y'all wonder, just in case all of you liberals out there, you socialist, Democrat, communists, are wondering, I call me. Hey, here it is. Call me on the phone. 758-2476. Call me, and we'll talk about it. Here's one. Haitians that have been relocated to Martha's Vineyard. Oh, those poor people. Oh, those poor people. They're being treated so savagely. Okay. Here's one. Muslims that shop at Piggly Wiggly. No, not to do that. People that are talking on a cell phone while walking. Get the picture. People that are talking on a cell phone while walking, and here's the way they talk. They talk this way, walking. Why they do that, I don't know, but they always talking into the bottom end of the phone. While they're walking, or driving the car, and they're talking into the bottom end of their telephone. People that are talking on a cell phone while walking, a pit bull dog on a chain. You got the picture? That are seeking a job. Call me.
What about that reoccurring one?
Huh?
Marvin said you.
I got one. I got one that's in perpetuity. Okay.
Ooh.
Here's a short one. Here's a real short one. Speeches that Al Sharpton has given without claiming police brutality, slavery, racism, discrimination, voter suppression, white supremacy, white privilege, and Donald Trump's fault. Y'all ever heard of Sharpton give a speech without interjecting that in there? Comment. Here's one right here. Here's another very short one. Speeches that Joe Biden has given without claiming police brutality, slavery, racism, voter suppression, white supremacy, white privilege, and his favorite, Donald Trump's fault. You ever heard one? Call me. Call me, Liam. Call me Democrat. Call me. 758-2476. Here's one of my favorite people. Charitable organizations that Al Sharpton has donated money to other than his own.
Ooh.
And we'll go over to one of our favorite categories of all time in the short list. Pentecostal preachers that are lactose intolerant. That means they don't like ice cream. Now, name one. Name one. That's a short list. Pentecostal preachers whose name is Abdullah. I'm gonna get cards on this. Pentecostal preachers whose name used to be Ralph, but now prefers to be known as Ruby. Let me read that again in case some of y'all get that. Short list. Pentecostal preachers whose name used to be Ralph, but now prefers to be known as Ruby. And I would be remiss if I did not include this in the short list. including his bladder and his bowels, things that Joe Biden has control over. Let me give him a definition. Let me give my Wikipedia definition and my Floyd definition. Here's Wikipedia definition of the United Nations. United Nations, this is a Wikipedia description, is an intergovernmental organization aiming to maintain international peace and security, develop friendly relations among nations, achieve international cooperation, and be a center for harmonizing the actions of nations. That's their definition. Here's Floyd's definition of the United Nations. A corrupt intergovernmental organization that has 193 members, of which 191 of those members hate America. The only two members that are America's friends are Israel and America. The other 191 members constantly shout for America and Israel to be annihilated. The only thing America is allowed to do at the United Nations is pay over 25% of the operating cost. 758-2476. Call me. That's it for Old Floyd Short List and definitions for the night. Thank you, TC. Thank you for that sponsorship there, buddy. You my man. Go get them, big boy.
Yeah, we appreciate it, TC. Always, Floyd's Short List and Books and Definitions, exclusively sponsored by Berry Hill Auctioneers. Charlie, we're just about to run out of time. Take us home.
Oh, still need to think about all the folks that have been affected by COVID. Although they say there's good news here and good news there, there sure are a lot of obituaries around. And most of the ones that I'm seeing are COVID related. And it's all something we got to deal with. Prayer for those folks and lost loved ones, and for the folks working in the health industry that are in the hospitals having to treat these folks, and first responders having to go pick them up and things like that. These folks need to be thought about a whole lot because there's a whole lot going on. We appreciate y'all every week letting us come into your homes, and hope you have a good week this week, and look forward to spending some time with you next Saturday night. Floyd?
Thank you, Charlie. Yeah, I do want to give a shout out. One of our old friends that watches us, he's with us every Saturday night. Oh, Randy Dynamite BB King from Dawsonville, Georgia. Talked to him today on the telephone. He's home. He's recovering. He says he's feeling better and he's gonna be all right. He said he had a hard time and he appreciates all the prayers and all the thoughts that we give out to him. He's just one of them, and Buddy C. Chambers. He's home. We glad to have him back amongst us here in Colquitt, Georgia, and thriving and doing. He's back at work, y'all. He's back at work, still selling cars and trucks down there. But there's so many people out here, so many sick and shut in and caregivers. Nadine's doing good. She's doing much better. We're gonna start with some radiation treatments here in next week, and very few of those, very light doses of those. Everything's just going great, going good with her prognosis. The doctor told us that if you had to have cancer, this is about as good as it gets. And just appreciate all the prayers that everybody's been sending out for her. We feel them and we know about them, and we thank you so much. Y'all are our friends. We love y'all. We don't ever get to see y'all, most of y'all, but we know who you are and we know what's in your heart. So y'all just keep them prayers going. Anybody that you got that you need to call and talk to and tell them you love them, and right now would be a real good time to do it. Anybody you ain't talked to in a while, or anybody that you got a grudge against, or anybody that you sideways with, call them right now. Say, listen here, man, I ask you to forgive me, or I'm gonna forgive you. Get it straight. Get it straight before it's too late. Good night, y'all. See y'all next week. Weasel, we'll move, baby.
All right. Well, I just appreciate everybody letting us come in the house, spend a little time with y'all, do our little stuff we normally do. Uh, uh, ever how silly or whatever it might be, if it made you smile tonight, we accomplished exactly what we set out to do. We wanted to make you feel better, made you want you to know that life's too short to not laugh. If you can't laugh, you need to change your life. I don't know what it is, but life is too short not to laugh and enjoy. And that's our only goal. That's what we set out to do, is make people laugh. That's all we want to do. Hope we did. Probably offended one or two people around, but that's all right. We've done that before. Don't mean nothing by it, but that's just what we do. Who we are. We kind of tell it like we see it, and not necessarily saying that's right, but that's the way we see it. But we do appreciate y'all letting us in your house. We love y'all. Get up and go to church in the morning. Give thanks to the man that has give you everything that you got, that loved you enough that he hung on a cross and died for you. So get up in the morning and go pay him a little bit of just he don't ask for much. Just go and enjoy. And Marvin gonna hit on that some more. We love y'all. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see y'all next week.
All righty, guys. Thank y'all again. We appreciate you joining us. You know, every time it's a privilege and an honor for y'all to invite us into your home each week. We want to give a shout out to Don Trails Auto Detailing, Mojo Bags, Lucky Lotto Numbers, Ankle Monitor Removal Service, Credible Defense Alibis, Notary Public, and Homeopathic Herbs in Quincy, Florida, for having us on the big screen tonight in the big city of Quincy, Florida. Don't forget, tomorrow's Sunday. You know what to do. If you're where you can go to church, go to church. If you can't, turn on the TV, turn on the internet and watch somebody. Just give the Lord his due, because he sure has been good to us, and he is worthy of our praise. Today's scripture is, you prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. And I'm going to tell you what, I don't know about you, but my cup overflows. God has been so good to me and blessed me so abundantly. And I just want to thank him tonight for that. Guys, we thank y'all. We love y'all for putting up with us. And we hope y'all have a great week. We look forward to seeing you this same time, same place next week. Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Y'all have a blessed week.
See y'all.
See you.